going on? Are we on? Here we go. What's up, guys? Welcome to Fool's Reviews, and today we'll be going over the film Donnie Brasco starring Johnny Depp and Al Pacino. In this film, an FBI agent, Donnie Brasco, Johnny Depp, goes undercover into a mafia family, but he gets taken in by a mafioso named Lefty Ruggiero, played by Al Pacino. Let's start off with that, Al Pacino and Johnny Depp. I'll start with Johnny. I thought Johnny was awesome. He was great. What is it? At the beginning, how you saw him, you know, he was like a dedicated FBI agent who's like, all right, I'm gonna get into this group and I'm gonna get him. You know, like he says in the movie, I got him. I got my hooks in the guy. So it was cool to see him, like how he's excited and how he wants to get them at the beginning of the film. But then it's really cool how you see him sort of was drawing a blank there for a sec. How you kind of see him sort of feel for Lefty, like how Lefty brings him in, and you know they're partners at first, sort of, I guess they're buddies, and then how you sort of see them both take a liking to each other, and then you see Donnie, like, you know how he's like, he really starts to feel for the guy. He's like, shit, like, Lefty, I kind of see why you're doing this, dude. Like, you're my guy. Like, you've hooked me up. Like, how he invites him into his apartment for, you know, meals all the time. And yes, he's a gangster, and yes, he does do a bunch of stuff, of course, and he's definitely a killer for sure. But it's cool how you see Johnny's character sort of feel for him. How you see them like, all right, we're buddies. Let's see where this goes, you know? Al Pacino was awesome in the movie. He was so many different things. He was so many different types of things in the movie. He was funny. He was intimidating. He was sort of sad at times. He was mean. Like, by far, this is one of my favorite Al Pacino roles for him, bar none. It's just too good. Too good. Even the first interaction between Donnie and Lefty, like, just how you see them, like how he comes up, you know, you Don the jeweler, how he's hawking the thing, how he's hawking the jewel, and how Donnie's kind of excited, how he's like, oh shit, all right, here we go, like, I got him. And it's good how you see them, how he's sort of sitting there like, you got a wife or a girlfriend? Go ahead, sell it to her. Because he just knows it's a fake. Like how he's just being straight up with him. Like, that's not a real jewel, dude. That's fake. And then how he's like, Lefty kind of gets mad at him. Like, what? What do you mean? Come on, it's me. Well, come on. You think I would have a fake jewel? And then how he's like, how he says it to him. Go ahead, sell if you want to be a dumpski. Go ahead. And just how you see Lefty get mad. Dumpski. How he like kind of slaps him on the shoulder too. You call me a dumpski? You know who you're talking to, my friend? That was just such a great way to set the tone for the relationship between the two, and just the tone of the movie. Like, just seeing that first interaction between the two, you're like, oh shit, all right, here we go. But what was it? It's good though, because later on you see, like I said earlier, how you see Donnie really start to feel for Lefty, and how literally throughout the movie you see Lefty is just a guy struggling. Like, yes, he does bad stuff, of course, but he's just a guy struggling, you know? Like, he's struggling trying to make ends meet. He's been on the lowest, you know, he's on the lowest end of the totem pole for how long? So he's been working and working and working, and he feels he just hasn't really gotten the proper, I guess, reward for all of his work, you know? Like, I guess, yeah, he doesn't feel that he hasn't gotten what he deserves after all that he's done for that family. And I totally felt bad for Lefty by the end of the series. I felt horrible, or by the end of the movie, I felt horrible for him. I was sitting there like, no, man, come on. Like, and then literally, like, the very end scene of Lefty when he's leaving his apartment, like how he's sitting there watching TV, like almost waiting for that call, waiting for them to, you know, like, hey, you're sent for, blah 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 blah. You're like, oh shit, like you're pissed, you know. And it's just, other than that though, like all other Lefty scenes are freaking hilarious. The whole goddamn movie, just the, what is it? My favorite one is forget about it. You know, whenever you hear Lefty say that, forget about it. Or even when Donnie explains it to the FBI agents when they're like, what's forget about it? What is that? What does that mean? Like, I love how how Johnny says it. You know, it's like, you know, it's kind of like it's like an insult. You know, you can be like, hey Paul, you got a 1-inch pecker, and he can be like, hey, forget about it. Or you can be like, what is it? Oh, many of those peppers, forget about it. Like, they're so good. Like, that was just I think that's my favorite scene in the movie, when he's explaining forget about it. That's just such a good little thing. I still say it to this day. Like, I say it in public and people will look at me like, why are you saying it like that? It's just, oh, had to do it. Too good. One scene in the movie that I just found downright uncomfortable and just scary was the hit, when they hit what's his name? Sonny Red. When Sonny Red and the two other guys are walking down in his house and they're going down to the basement and they're getting ready to have a hit on Sonny Black. How they're just ready to go, and just as soon as they turn on the light and then the gunshots just start firing. Just how it was dragged on, and just like the screaming and the utter brutality of the scene. Like when Lefty takes the hammer and just like, just hammers that dude in the spine. You're like, oh, okay, all right. I guess that happened. But yeah, that scene by far, I was sitting there the whole time just kind of like, the cinematography of the film, what was it? I found there weren't too many crazy, like, out there shots, like any crazy camera angles. Like, not that there's anything wrong with that. The film was, I thought it was excellently shot. Yeah, I thought it was like, it was really, it was neutral in a good way. Like, it was nice, it was steady. It was intense though. You could still, like, the combination of the music with some of the scenes would make it super intense. Like, it would what was it, like, literally during the hit, after the hit scene, when Donnie has to come in and help chop up all the guys, like the wind up of that music, and the just how you kind of see Donnie like, whoa, like, I thought that was really good. And like, you almost as the audience sat there like, oh, like you felt everything that Donnie was feeling. And what was it? Yeah, I just felt so many shots in the movies, like, so many shots in the movie. Jeez, sorry. You were sitting there, like, just at the edge of your seat, like, is Donnie gonna make it? Like, oh no, but I just thought it was really well shot, and you felt super tense the entire film. You felt almost like Donnie felt, kind of, in a way, if that sounds weird. Like, you felt for him, like, am I gonna get hit tomorrow? Am I gonna get hit in the next minute? Like, you're sitting there the whole time like, what's gonna happen? And I thought that was a really cool aspect of the movie, how you sort of felt that way, like the way Donnie felt. Yeah, you felt the way Donnie felt, like, and I thought that was a really interesting way to shoot it. Overall, I felt it was a really unique gangster flick. Like, yes, there's a lot of similar aspects from other gangster flicks that are in there, of course, but I just felt it was out there, like, it was different. Like, how it out there, showing how a government agent, how he goes undercover in a mafia family, how you sort of see him, like how he says in the movie, like I am them, like how he's becoming them, like how he feels for them, like how he feels for Lefty. Like Lefty is that gateway, like that doorway that he can, or that, I don't know, whatever way he can see why they do what they do. He can, like, he looks at Lefty and he can be like, okay, I get why you guys are doing this. I understand, like, how you just like how you're like, fuck the government, fuck you guys, let's just do what we do. And it's just, I thought that was really cool. That was a really cool aspect of the movie, and I thought that was a really, really cool way for Al Pacino to. Al Pacino did a really cool take on showing that for Lefty. Like, it was really cool how he was just like, how, like, you know, his son was a drug addict, and like how, you know, how he was struggling to support his wife, struggling to support the family. Like how literally how Donnie saw that, and he was like, you know, he felt bad for Lefty. And I thought that was really, really cool and really, really unique. You don't really see that in a gangster film. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. There'll definitely be more, probably. I'll definitely be reviewing probably a bunch of other stuff. I don't know what, but yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see you next time. Like and subscribe. Wow, it's pretty nuts how it picks up all that stuff, hey?